Hi everybody. Hi. Alright, so today I'm going to give you a quick Flipgrid tutorial. I know many of us utilized this in the past, especially this spring, but they actually updated it this past month, which was both a yay and a nay for me because I thought I was pretty pro during this whole distance learning thing, and then after coming back to it this morning, I was like, what the heck, where am I? Just kidding, it's not that different, but still, I realized I needed to learn more. So today I actually went and became officially Flipgrid certified. I don't know if that's a real thing, like being Google certified, but I still got this super fabulous badge for it. So let's just pretend it's super real. Anyway, whether you're new to Flipgrid or have used it before, I hope you'll be able to leave this video session with some certifiably great information that you can use in your classroom this upcoming school year with your kids. All right, now buckle up because it's about to go down. So I've opened up my browser and I've typed in flipgrid.com here. Go in, and if you've used this before, you can just log in. If you need to sign up, you sign up by clicking this. I like to sign up with Google because then I can use my @fcpsschools.net email address. So I'm gonna do that really quick. Okay, so this is what it looks like when you're logged in, except yours will probably look different because I have groups here already, but I would start by making a group, which is pretty much another word for class, or you can separate them by subjects. So you can have multiple groups, as many as you'd like in your account. So I'm gonna go here and click create a group. You come up with a group name, whatever you'd like. You can change it anytime. You can actually change both of these. I don't think you'd want to change this because then you would have to send out a whole new link for them, but you can change your group name anytime you want. I also like to, I wanted to kind of just put in a side note here. I like to put emojis into my assignments and whatever title there might be. So there's a website called emojipedia.org, and on your phone and tablet it's easy to kind of toggle back and forth, but it's kind of tricky to do on a desktop or laptop. So if you go to this website and you search whatever you'd like, so I want to look for sunshine, and then I'll click the one I want, and all you have to do is come down here and click copy, come back, and then paste. And now you have emojis in your Flipgrid. In essence, this is just your URL, and you're just going to copy and paste this into your Blackboard or Classroom anyway, so it doesn't really matter in my opinion, but you can change it however you'd like. Just make sure it's available. And then we're going to add students. Make sure you click student email because then the kids can just simply log in using their FCPS Schools account. You could do student username and sit there and create your own for every single student, but they have to use their FCPS Schools account for other sites and things anyway, so you might as well just keep it consistent. So make sure this is clicked and then click next. This is where you are making sure those who you want to participate can, and this will automatically be in there. And the next part is guess password, which is optional, so I'm gonna just skip that for now. And now you see this is your group name. So this is for your whole class. You wanna make sure you copy this and put it into whatever you're doing, but you can also come up with a QR code. You can just copy this code to embed it somewhere. I don't think we use Microsoft Teams, and then you can do Google Classroom, and you can even send it out on Remind if you use that app. So I'm gonna click go to group, and now you see your brand new group or class. So there's a lot that you can do in your class. I would suggest you play around with it first before you share it so that you know what to do and how to utilize it. If you want to share it, you can click share again and this will come up. If you want to just send the code, this is the code for the entire class. You'll get a code each time you create a topic. This one is your main one. Like if you want them to enter this area, this is the one that you want to send out. But again, I think it's so much easier if you just share and then have this whole link copied and pasted into one of these options or Blackboard, and then if they click it, it'll just send them straight to this group. Adding a co-pilot is pretty much like adding a teacher. So if you want to add your SPED teacher, an IA, or even do something as a grade, then you can just add their, or email it to them. But the important thing is they have to have a Flipgrid account too. So before you add them, ask them to make one account on their own, and then you can make them a co-pilot. And then this pencil here is edit the group. So if I go in here, I can go back, and again, remember, you can change these. I come down, you can add emails, take away emails. Maybe your class this year, the parents aren't Gmail users really, they're more Hotmail users, so then I can add that. And then we come down here, I wouldn't worry too much about this. So this is a new feature. You are able to add your own picture instead of random colors or images that Flipgrid automatically gives to you. If you don't want to come up with your own image or put in your own picture there, you can search through the ones they have, which is also an update because the years before they only had about like 10 options. So this was a nice upgrade. And then make sure you click update group. It'll bring you back to here and you can look at the actions. We've already talked about most of these. Don't think you really need anything else. And if you do click this on accident, it won't delete. You have to actually click, I want to permanently delete it, and then delete for it to be gone. So don't freak out if you accidentally click delete group. Let's add a topic. And here we go. So maybe today's lesson was about poetry. So I would type that in. I want to add another emoji. Let's look at a pencil. And I want to do the writing one. Copy. And then paste. And then, I mean, you can paste it however many times or put different emojis, up to you. And then this is where your question or prompt is going to go. So maybe they need to read a poem online and then share your favorite part. And you can look for another emoji, smiley face, and put it there if you'd like. Recording time defaults to 1:30 seconds. You can go all the way up to 10 minutes or keep it as short as 15. Keeping it short, I think, is personally a better idea. Because last year I had a video that was about 5.5 minutes long from a student, and it was kind of tough to watch. And B, I think it teaches the kids that you really need to stay focused and encapsulate what you are trying to share with your classmates and the teacher. So in this case, 30 seconds is probably enough to let them share their favorite part because they're probably only going to share about 1 or 2 sentences. You can record your own video, which then you can maybe verbally give directions. You can set expectations and let the kids know what you are wanting to see from them by maybe giving your own example of what a response should look like. And you guys get the idea. You just pick something that will pretty much be showing right when the kids click the topic. This one here is fun because you can go on Google, pick whatever picture you want. So I might type in poetry clip art and click on images and then upload it here. If you're a Bitmoji user, you can also upload your Bitmoji here. And then, I mean, if you don't have the time or energy and you just want to click a random GIF or emoji, you can do that. And this is what the kids will see when they click that topic. There's this button where it says more options. Click that and you can add a link to your assignment. So maybe you actually want all the kids to listen to the same poem. So you find a poem on Tumble Books, or you find a poem on YouTube, you can add the link here and then add a title, which might say, read this poem first. And then if you want to add another one, you can do that too. Maybe you want to give them options. And then status is active. Obviously, if it's active, it's available for them to keep adding responses. If you freeze it, it means it's view only. You cannot add any more videos, but you can watch everyone else's. And then hidden is they can't see it. Schedule dates. So this one I like to use when maybe you have 3 different Flipgrids you want to make. One for Monday, one for Tuesday, one for Wednesday. You can schedule when it's available. So I don't want this until Monday, so they cannot see it until it's the 17th. And then maybe they only have a week to submit. Then I would click on the 21st, and then it'll go straight to Frozen, which then they only just can watch. So here are notification options. You can get emails. I click never just because I feel like I check my Flipgrid often enough where I can find out myself if somebody submitted something new. Here's the download option, followers. And then here are all the video features. So you can kind of control what the kids get on their end. So I would definitely take a look at each of these. And then if you scroll down, there's feedback. Basic feedback is just when you provide feedback to the kids. This actually gets emailed to them. So if you do give feedback, you're gonna have to remind the kids to check their email that they submitted their videos with. If you want to do custom feedback, you can do that, and you add a criteria and then create it. And then that is it, and you create topic. So now that you're all set, they give you a new link, and this is just the link for this topic. So think of this link as your poetry link. And you can send this to a student where maybe they have not submitted something yet. Instead of sending the whole group class URL, you can just send this one and say, hey, you didn't submit your poetry assignment, click here and submit one by tomorrow. Or maybe you want to update your Google Classroom. Maybe you want to just put this link in there for the day instead of having the kids click the group one and having to figure out which topic they need to do. So this can be really useful as well. You cannot rename this though. This is already, it's done. And then you click all set. This is what we made. Here's your image, here's your title, and you can always go back by clicking the pencil and edit whatever you'd like. One cool thing is if you click the sound button, it'll read pretty much what you wrote as the prompt for you.
Read a poem online and then share your favorite part. Writing hand.
So maybe not putting an emoji there would be the best. So I'm gonna go back and maybe take that out. I am going to keep my camera off, but I hope you guys get the idea. I'm gonna click this, and whatever you see, the kids see too, which is awesome because then you don't have to wonder if they see it differently than your screen. So it'll give you kind of step-by-step directions. They only come up just because I just created a Flipgrid account and it's my first time recording. I don't think this comes up every time. So then I'm gonna click the camera to start, but let me show you this options button. You can actually pre-record something and then upload it onto here if you have it saved on your phone or your laptop or tablet, wherever you're doing this from. And then you can mirror the video, which pretty much flips your screen. And then maybe you want to do a video where you're just acting something out. Then you click the audio button. This is a little bit confusing. I had to make sure I had it right. But if this part is saying no audio and you click it, they're saying that it will record without audio. So for example, I go back, I want audio, then I click this. I think it can be confusing because this being on right now, it kind of mentally tells me, oh, my mic is on and the audio is going to come on. But if you want it on, you have to make sure you click that one. And then this showing means that your mic is ready to go. And then the cool part, upgrade, is this record screen is pretty much your, when we share our screen, when we teach lessons or do Google Meet, this is the same thing. So I can actually record whatever my screen is showing because maybe I want to show my students a special website or something. So those are your options here. I'm going to make sure my mic is on, and then I click the record button. Now it's recording. Your face will come up, but because I shut my camera off, that is not working right now. But you can tell and you'll see that my voice is on. Let's say I'm all done. I can press pause. I'm not sure what it sounds like because there's no preview button or anything. So if I click back or if I click redo, then it's gonna prompt you, do you want to delete this? I don't want to right now because I just want to show you really quick. Maybe I want to keep this. So then I can go to next. Now it's recording. Your face will come up, but because So you obviously can tell or hear what I did just now, but maybe you don't like this, or maybe you want to add more to it. You're just going to click, this is pretty much like your back button, and it'll take you right back to your video. If you look, I have 14 seconds left to record, so maybe I shared something and then forgot a thought. I want to add something else. If I click this again, you'll notice it just keeps adding to what you already said before you click pause last time. And then it turns red when time's running out. So then now I'm done. I'm going to click it again because I'm done. And then before you click next, when you're like, okay, this is it, I'm going to submit this one. If you click effects, there have been updates to this. I am not going to go through each of these with you. I think you guys can handle these on your own, and as long as you look through them, because each of them have more things inside, then you will get the hang of it. And this is what the kids see on their end too, so it's good to know what they have available to them. You click the down arrow to make it go away, and then there's a sticky note option for whether the kids want to maybe type out their notes if they're presenting something, or they just want to put, I don't know, subtitles in, so they can write, "Hi, my name is John," and leave it there. You can't change the color or size or anything really, it just has to stay like this. You can add another one, so they could have multiple sticky notes all over their presentation or video. And then here is showing the topic. Maybe I forgot what the question was. I've played around way too much, so now I'm like, oh man, I don't know what I'm supposed to do anymore. Instead of exiting, you can click the topic to show it, or maybe you just want to make sure you hit all the questions and prompts, because sometimes you might give them 3 questions in one topic. So this is really awesome that they put that in. Now I'm ready to submit. I click next. I can see it one more time as a whole, and maybe I don't like it and so I want to go back and re-record. That's fine. I'm going to click next. We are done here. One of the last steps is to take a selfie, because they need to know whose video is showing when you get to the topic. So you're just going to take a quick picture, pretend my head is here, and then you still have the same effect options. You can add a little crown to yourself, a smiley face, filter, whatever. And then you click next, and you want to display your name. It automatically goes to your school account name, so you can change this to show it as something else. If you want to add a title and say, my poetry favorite, that's optional. I don't really have kids who mess around with that, and I don't actually leave it either, but that is there for you. And then you finally submit, and you have to wait till it says success. A lot of times kids skip the selfie portion and they think that that's just like an extra thing, but they have to go through all these steps, get to the success part, and then complete. This is what it looks like, and you can hide it if you need to. Maybe it wasn't very appropriate, but their answer was pretty good. Maybe you want to just hide it, but still keep it there. And then other actions you see here, there is hide the response, which is the same thing as if you were to do it here. Add to mixtapes. I'll talk about this in just a little bit. Move response. Maybe this student, I actually had this happen last spring. They submitted it to the wrong topic. So we were on a poetry topic, but the kid was talking about what they like to do in their free time. And the parent was kind of stressed out because the kid took a long time to make this video, but she didn't know how to move it, and she didn't want to have him re-record the whole thing. So you do have the option to move the response. You can duplicate it. Maybe you want this response in this topic and another one. You can download it, the video or the selfie, and then the option to delete. That is it for making a topic, making your group. That was probably the biggest portion of this video. I know it was very lengthy and long, but now we can look at discovery, which is pretty much there are already 25,000 topics already made for you. Let's say you want to assign something to do with the water cycle. You can search it, and these are ones that are already made and you can reuse in your own class. So it's kind of like, instead of starting all over, let's work smarter, not harder. So I'm just gonna click one here, and you can preview it. So you can see that it is the age range that I would want. Science, it has to do with the water cycle. It gives you what the topic details are. It's pretty cool because it shows you that they have a YouTube video and an article also attached to this. So you pretty much have a lesson in itself right here ready for you. If you want to use it, you're going to add topic to your class. And the best part is you can edit it yourself too. Maybe you don't want a minute 30. Maybe you don't want this picture. You can go back and edit whatever you'd like and then update topic, and now this is in your very own class, which is super cool. This is just random activity. I mean, it's not random. It tells you about your activity, achievements earned, and then just activity from the kids. And I like this because sometimes I've watched through all of the kids' videos and I'm not exactly sure who just posted one and where I need to go to see who just posted one. So this will take you to the most recent activity. So we just did this, so this would be obviously at the top, and then you can see all the other ones in order. And then mixtapes. Mixtapes are pretty much like, I would say, you can use this to create portfolios. Maybe you can use this to create like a superstar board, and let's say you have a competition of who makes the best video or the best song, then you can make a mixtape out of this. Shorts is pretty much, you can just make a video and make an announcement. Maybe you want to remind students that all Flipgrids are due by October 31st, 10 p.m. And so this is just a quick way to share a quick video. Again, it's kind of like your own little mini YouTube channel here. But you have to know that everyone who has access to your class or group, that they'll have access to your shorts as well. And finally, Grid Pals. I don't think this is super, I guess, important compared to the other things, but this is pretty much, you can connect with other educators in classrooms. So if you want to go social with this, you can. I am hidden because I just want this for class, but if you want to go active, you have to tell people about yourself a little bit and then go from there, and then you can connect with other educators and they can connect with you. And then if you look, there are so many people who are out there and you can, I guess, link up with them. And that is that, everybody. If you have any questions or anything, let me know. I personally really love Flipgrid, and I love seeing the kids get really into it. This past spring, it was really awesome to see them just get so creative and have fun with it. And then it's also great to use in place of your typical online tests or paper and pencil ones, because it gives the kids a chance to be more authentic and add some spunk and flair to it. So I hope you were able to get some takeaways from this video. And if you'd like to go to one of the free live webinars from Flipgrid, or want the educator's PDF guide just to have on hand, email me and I will send you the links. Thanks for listening to me talk for the past 400 hours. I hope you got at least a little bit excited to try this out for this upcoming year, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!